Hi, Pete from Gasoline Alley Toys, Onalaska, Wisconsin. We've got another old Tonka here that I want to show you just some real basic installation tricks. Maybe a couple tips that will help you get your parts on easier and just complete your restoration or partial restoration, whatever you're doing. A lot of times on these Tonkas, that front windshield is cracked, damaged, or just plain missing. This one obviously was missing. It's a rough truck. Probably a truck someone would completely restore and repaint, but you don't have to do that. The first thing you want to do when you're trying to put our new windshields in, and our windshields, we'll go to the part number, is TKP-008. That is the windshield that'll fit this truck. You want to go underneath here and there's tabs. This one, the tabs are broke off a little bit, but you got to turn those tabs so they pop out. They'll pop out the back.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so when there's a windshield in here, it's held down by the window posts, we call them, of the roof. A lot of times those are bent, which can be a problem when you're trying to reinstall your windshield. So once you can just take your old windshield out, crack it out, or if it's just plain missing, you got to take the roof off. You don't necessarily have to, but I recommend it. I start with the back tabs underneath, and it's kind of hard to see, but I will make sure those tabs are straight so they'll come out of the slots. And then you want to make sure your front tabs for your window posts are straight as well, so they will come out. You have to push these front window posts back and lift up, and then your roof will come off. And if you got your tabs straight in the back here, they'll pop off as well. So there's your roof, and these are the tabs we're talking about on the edge. Now the problem with these windshields that we've been hearing about is they're a little, again, these are a little thicker than normal, and they're not quite as flexible. What I do, you can see these two tabs on the bottom would go into the holes. Now these tabs are just a little bit big. So what I like to do, I'll take a small file, and again, you can tape this off with painter's tape to protect it as you're filing. I will file these edges in a little bit, both sides, and I will keep filing a little at a time, little at a time, little at a time, very slowly, to make them fit into the tabs of the truck better. I will also come along the top edge of this windshield and I will file. And you can use sandpaper, a little bit more coarse grit sandpaper, and go over the sandpaper or use a sandpaper on a block of wood and move the windshield on it. I just file them, but I go slow. I take my time and go back and forth a little at a time. I use a little more pressure than I am now, but I'm just showing you kind of how I do it. And I get these edges down a little bit as well. Why I'm doing that is because I want that windshield, when it's installed, to pop up like the originals do. So you need a little more space on top here to clear that roof to pop up nicely. So I have one here that I've worked on, and you can see how I filed these tabs down on the edges, on the sides here. And it fit in there much, much cleaner and nicer. So I'll get that in there. I'll take my roof, and again, you want to make sure your window posts on your roof are as straight as they can be. That's where a lot of the problems lie as well. I'll put my back tabs in first. Gently bring that forward until the front tabs here catch a little bit on that line here. So once they caught like that, and I'm looking at my windshield, it's in there pretty nice, it's in the groove pretty nice, and I've cleared some of that material off the top of the windshield, and I've cleared those pegs a little bit so they go down into the slots better. And I gently push down until it clicks on each side, and there's the click. Now she's in there complete and tight, and looks a lot nicer with a new windshield in there. Again, our windshield part number, TKP-008. Another thing I noticed on this truck, if you don't want to do a full restoration, this grill, now this is a grill that has no T in it, and it's pretty rough. What holds this grill in is the headlights. So you can basically go underneath, and it's kind of hard to see, but you can get at your headlights here with a screwdriver, the back of the headlight, the pig, and just pop them out. A little bit of pressure on each one, and out she comes. So there's your old grill. Salvageable, maybe, maybe not. Our new grill, we have a set that we sell the grill with the 4 headlights. And the set is TKP-017A. So you get the grill with the 4 headlights. Now if you just need headlights for your truck, you have a good grill, TKP-005 is our part number. That's for 58 to 61 Tonka trucks. You'll get 4 headlights. If you just need the grill and want to reuse your headlights, TKP-017 is the part number for just the grill. We have a set here and we reduced the price a little bit. So I'm going to take this out and we're going to pop this in quick. Be careful your headlights don't go on your shop floor. There's a really nice stamped out plated, really a nice looking grill. So I'm going to line that up, and I also will take a little Windex on a truck like this, and I don't have any here, but I will clean this off. It just makes everything look a little nicer. So I'll clean it off a little bit with just a little bit of Windex and a paper towel. So I'll take that grill, line it up, and I want to get 1 headlight on each side. And all you have to do is line it up, get the first headlight started, and gently push. You got it started now. Now that will hold. So I'm going to go to this other side. I don't have it in all the way, but I'm going to start one on the inside over here. And some of these headlights got a little bit of tab on them. You might have to sand that off or something, but there. So those are our headlights. They're lined up. They're partially in. Gently push. Sometimes I will use the back end of the screwdriver just to gently push them in and pop them in. There's that one's in. You want to be careful not to damage your grill doing that. These are going in a little harder than I expected, but they will go in. Okay. So now we got the grill tightly held in place, nice fit, and we want to get these other 2 headlights in. I'm using the one that's got a little tab on it. Okay, there she goes. Okay, there's the 2 on that side. Don't be afraid to use a little pressure, but always go by feel a little bit. I got it started again. I'm going to use the back of my screwdriver, and you can use your thumb. I'm holding on tightly to the truck itself. Giving me a little bit of trouble, but that's how these old Tonkas are. Sometimes they don't want to cooperate. There we go. They're all in there very tight, very secure. And just with the windshield, the grill, and the headlights, how much nicer this rough truck looks already. Again, adding a few parts can really dress these things up. This would be a great candidate for full restoration and paint. You can obviously add wheels, bumper, which we have, and then get to the point where you need your door stickers and things like that. So that's it for this windshield. Remember, I do file down these tabs to fit into the slots better, and I do take some matter material off the top again to make that pop in there better for a nice snug fit, and then your window post can pop all the way down as intended. So again, TKP-008 on our really nice windshields, and the TKP-017A is our part number for the grill and the 4 headlights set for this truck. Thanks again.